Yo, it's like I be getting these downloads and shit, right? And most of the time I'm getting these downloads. It be on different levels and shit, like, because it's already the energies is helping me organize what I know with more accuracy. And then the downloads come in after I get the accuracy in line with whatever the divine is trying to show me. I get new things or similar situations, but a new way to understand it, right? And you know, experiences is always fleeting, so I'm taking it and running with it. So for the most part, I'm hearing that the Africans, like the first set of people from Africa, they are apartheid to the sun, but not quite the sun children. They're more like the children of the God of perfect black. You know what I'm saying? That was like the first set. So it's a lot of descendants of them, right? And these are like African. These are most people that are in Africa, the tribes that are still there. It's a lot of energy with that is still procured but forgotten, might I say. And their lineage was brought up out of the pureness of all darkness, the greatness of all darkness. So the God of perfect black, you know what I'm saying, that whole concept, the night was very, very important at one time. It was very important at a time that doesn't exist now, but it had everything to do with changing things into another time. Then you have the children of the sun, or more like the cousins to the night, or the children of the sun is like the child of the night. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, that's the only way you can really explain it, is like the night and then light was given. You see what I'm saying? So from that light, we reflect that golden sun energy. So in apartheid tonight, we're cohesive day and night, right? Day and night. That's not opposites. That is cohesiveness. It kind of goes together. And then you have the moon energy. The moon energy that reflects the sun energy. This is a creation. This is Caucasian energy. It's been twisted around in so many different ways, but it's Caucasian energy. The moon energy is Caucasian energy. It's the reflection. It's the reflection, the one that reflects the light as it shines. It opposes the light. You know what I'm saying? So these are energies. This doesn't speak to no concept or anything. This doesn't speak to, oh, you're this type of person. This is energies that brought levels of creation into existence. Now, what gets deeper than that is out of the night or out of the darkness, everything came, even the sun. So this is where the God state was. This is why everything dark was opposed to be evil. That's the pure form. That's where the all-knowing is. Everybody talks about the shadow work and all this. Well, look, shadow is the all-knowing of yourself, the higher version of you. It comes from the darkness. You came out of the darkness. So the makeup, the thing that made you up, the resonant energy that, like if I took a test right in school, right, and I studied for it at home would be the darkness, right? Because all the answers I studied for, I wrote down and everything was at my desk at my house. You know what I'm saying? So everything you need to know is right there. If you had it in your hand, you could bring it to school and ace the test. Life is a school. And with that understanding, you are comparing to your darkness. So your darkness is going to trip you up when you start doing shit out of whack to yourself, right? It's like this body, it can only feel things, right? And the physical attribute, it can't concept there and before. Everybody wants to be in the now. I mean, I don't knock the now. The now is dope, but having a awareness to yourself on higher planes of existence, allows you to foresee your own actions and within through connections to other people or circumstances and situations. So you're trying to match up to that. You're trying to merge this body with your darker self. I've spoken to another bill about taking that curve. So when we come as a light frequency and we come into this collision, which will be where light can hit or light is stopped, the unstoppable force with the unmovable object. It becomes physical right there. But then it turns, it curves back around and it comes back out. And while you're coming out of this physical that you smashed into to experience what that is, you are reverting back to once one came. That's a lot of information that was blown off in the collision of becoming physical. So it's relearning that. What it felt like to be that. What it felt like to be endless. What it felt like to be non-stoppable. What it felt like to be a part of all things. Being able to move through and through all things. Being one with all things. Even though you are your own ray, collective to other rays. These concepts ain't far from understanding the perplexed understanding of how we deal with every day. It's just subsequently most people deal with their everyday in a potent form. Your everyday is so intoxicating to where seemingly that's all that would ever matter, and nothing outside of that doesn't even seem to have a connection to liberating you from what seems to be the innate personal issues you may deal with every day. When in fact that is not the case. The spirituality is the innate understanding of that connection. The spirituality breaks down everything in existence. It lets you see how everything is implicable to its increment. It's like it's so many similarities. This shit is insane, you know. So, but one can be like lost in a certain way of thinking just to miss everything else that's possibly taking place. This is why it's good not to be judgmental on no aspect, not even within yourself. Don't judge the level of knowledge that you think you have or don't have. You know, like if I'm riding on a raft or a floaty and I'm in a river, I can kind of see where the water's taking me, but I don't know what's under that water. I don't know what rock is going to pop up and do whatever. It's kind of like that. You don't have to know everything that's going to happen. You just have to go with the flow of things and make sure the way you're going is in the right direction that serves your spiritual purpose. That makes you smile. That makes your heart smile. Some people fuel the wrong energy and don't understand that they're fueling the wrong energy. And then you live like this so long, you subsequently just cannot see your own faults and don't want to see your own faults. That's your personal issue that you got to dig out later. But the best thing about that is it's almost like going to summer school. At least you remember everything you went through. And when you get a chance to do it all over again, you can do it a lot better. If you get that opportunity. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not.